A bunch of credit goes to the Songbirds crew, the clan you can join in the Sail Discord, and to Bojack Hex for writing this story. As of making this video, this lore is not official in the Sail lore, but it is official for the Songbirds, but yeah. Long ago, there was a pirate, whose name has been forgotten in the annals of history. However, he was given a title, the Songbird of the Seven Seas. For a while he may not have been the most famous pirate. He had one talent that stood out among all others. He was a remarkable musician. You could hand the man any instrument, a bagpipe, a hurdy-gurdy, even a pair of bongos, and the man would create a melody so beautiful, so touching, that it would bring a tear to the eye of the roughest of pirates. He was so talented that crews would seek this man out and have him on their ships, just to hear him perform. But despite these musical talents, the man wanted more. He wanted fame and glory, not as a musician, but as a pirate. He wasn't just somebody with a squeeze box. He wanted to prove himself as a true terror on the waters, and he was willing to give anything to obtain that glory. So one day, he made his way to an island with a grand volcano. It was told along many of his travels that a spirit of the dead lay dormant there, and the songbirds was willing to make a deal. He performed the rituals needed, and in success, the spirit arrived. He was cloaked in a green mist with rotting flesh that fell off the bone, glowing yellow eyes, and the soaked remnants of a captain's garb. The spirit hovered above the songbird, eyes fixated on the mortal man, and trickles of water pouring out of his clothes like a faucet. After a few seconds of silence, the spirit finally spoke. "Ye who have summoned me, state your purpose. Why have you spoken me from my slumber? Speak, or be dragged down to the watery mists where I once rested." The man replied, "O jolly spirit of the dead, hear me plea, grant me the ability to conquer me enemies. I offer you anything, even my very soul, if ye shall want it. And in exchange, allow me, the songbird of the seven seas, the power to crush all who stand in my way." As he finished the sentence, an icy chill filled the island. The spirit grinned and spoke once more. "Aye, aye, I shall gladly take your soul, but if you truly want your wish granted, then I shall need something even more valuable to you as well. I shall take your voice. Punish, songbird. Give me your most valuable instrument, and shall give you a weapon worthy a songbird of seven seas." The man accepted, and the island grew even colder. Winds swirled around the man as his very voice was ripped from his throat and handed over to the spirit. And in an instant the spirit went to work. He summoned his crew, lost souls from long ago, carrying treasures from a time long forgotten. The spirit forged a blade in the fiery pits of volcano he faced. They used metals found only in the land of the damned, so durable and sharp that no mortal blade could break it. And in a twist of cruel irony, the spirits forged sound pipes within the blade, allowing the sword to sing with every swing. And for the finishing touch, the head spirit infused the blade with the captured souls of 100 dead sirens, and thus the song blade was forged. The spirit handed the blade to the songbird, with a grin filled with crooked teeth and crawling insects from the ocean floor. "Take this here blade, songbird," said the spirit. "With it ye will stand unopposed to any and all who stand in your way." With that, their transaction was over, and the spirit and his men returned to the bottom of the seas. The songbird, armed with his new-found weapon, boarded his ship. The drunken songstress and began his reign of terror upon the world. This blade, while already powerful enough in their ability, speed, and sharpness, possessed another ability. The blade possessed a curse. One bestowed upon it through the souls captured within. For every time the blade swung, the wind going through the pipes would release a single note, each one different from the other, and yet seemingly in succession, almost as if the blade sang a song with every duel. And like the call of sirens on the rocks, its melody could entrance those who heard it, rendering them useless, and making them approach their deaths like blind fools. It also granted the songbird remarkable combat powers, possessing the speed and grace of a sparrow in action. Many a pirate fell to his blade, and if he kept it sheathed for too long, his own men would charge at the man just to hear the blade sing once more. One night, a secret meeting was held between the then Admiral of the Navy, the then Pirate Lord, and a mysterious woman with knowledge of the arcane and mystic arts. They discussed the looming threat of this man, and all the terrors he had stricken to those too afraid to set sail, in fear that they may hear the intoxicating melody of the songblade. They decided that they must trap the songbird, separate the sword from him, and scatter the pieces across the waters. Thus, a war was planned, all the might of the seven seas against one man and his crew. The war raged on for many days and many nights. Hundreds, if not thousands of men fell at the songblade's wrath. Its melody was heard from across the waves like a song of death. But in time, the songbird and his men were conquered on the very island where the blade was once forged. And in a fate of cruel irony, it was there where the songbird finally met his end. The blade was broken down, with help from this mysterious woman, and the parts were divided amongst the three parties. Each person had their own piece of the songblade, somewhere no mere pirate could ever locate without one hell of a search party. And thus the legend of the songbird and his mythical blade had ended. It is rumored that at the stroke of midnight, on that very island where the blade was made, passing ships can still hear its beautiful melody, tempting them all to drop anchor and come closer. However, a very young man named Bojack had taken claim of this island, naming it after himself to remind all who rightfully owns it. This man and his crew, who he named after this legendary pirate, hope to one day find the pieces of the songblade once more, and take the dead man's place as rightful ruler of the seven seas.